From the Post Millennial, Trump expands no tax on tips to digital content creators. That's right. The no tax on tips. This is huge. This means that all of your super chats are tax exempt up to $25,000. Yeah.
There you go.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of streamers and stuff where it's going to be a big deal.
We were talking about this because there was a question of whether or not super chats are tips. Because the show happens no matter what. Whether you're super chatting or not, we do the show. You decide if you want to send in a super chat and how much you want. We don't tell you. And there's an argument of if we said for X amount of super chat, we will do certain task. That's called consideration. But we don't do that. We just say super chat if you want. We'll read some of them. That means for us, look, I'm going to be completely honest. A $25,000 deduction for the company it's good. It's not really going to, move the needle for us all that much. But for most online personalities and creators, the overwhelming majority, this is massive. This means you're going to end up saving up to $10,000, $15,000, maybe $12,000 in taxes. Mm-hmm. Or I guess if you're making, 25 to 50, you'll end up saving about 10 grand in the end. That's massive. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump pulling through is based. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a form of repayment to the streamers for the press during the campaign. It was like really a beautiful thing. So I don't know, maybe this is him like saying, "Hey, thank you. That was nice."
Yeah, look at this: bartenders, wait staff, food servers. Actually, let's do this. This is less on the opinion side, more on the you guys need to know this because I've talked to a lot of service staff who they have questions. So I was at a restaurant, and when this passed, I was like, "Hey, no tax on tips," and they were like, "What does that mean? Like, what does that mean for me?" Okay, bartenders, wait staff, non-restaurant servers, dining room and cafeteria attendants and bartender helpers, all right, chefs and cooks, food prep workers, fast food workers, and counter workers, dishwashers, host staff, restaurant, lounge, and coffee shop bakers, gambling dealers, gambling change persons, booth cashiers, cage workers, sportsbook riders, dancers. We know what that really means.
Oh, yeah.
Strippers can now write off $25,000 in their ill-gotten gains.
It's going to be some strippers. That's going to be all the money they make in a year.
I'm going to let you guys in on there's a news story that most people have overlooked. Strip clubs are shutting down across the country. They're
really
evaporating.
Really?
You know why?
Because people don't go outside and touch grass.
Kind of, but not really the answer. It's actually context clues, Phil. Context.
No one has cash anymore?
There are no young people to go to strip clubs and give money to strippers. Mm-hmm. So by us, the strip clubs, this is really hilarious. When you drive down, I think it's 340, there's a club. It's called Images. It says Images Club. And every time we drove past it, we were like, that's a strip club. It's called the club. And then one day, Richie Jackson sends us a text message saying, hey, I'm at Images. It's not a strip club. Which means Richie was looking for a strip club. But I digress.
Richie's a party animal.
Indeed he is. Shout out Richie. And so he's like, it's actually a really cool bar with like food and stuff. Come hang out. So we went to check it out and we did karaoke and it was really, really fun. And the stage has mirrors all over it. Because it was a strip club.
I was going to say,
yeah. So the fascinating thing is the strip clubs all around here, the word gentleman has been removed from all their signs.
Yeah.
So it'll say like the name of the bar, and then it'll say Big White Blank Club. And do you know what they've replaced the strippers with?
Robots.
Slot machines.
I was going to say gambling, yeah.
Yep, slots. So now all of these strip clubs, I think there's like one left. It's old people. And they're all just tapping away at the slot machine.
Yeah.
And look, 58, 60-year-old guy, I guess they're less likely to throw money at young, scantily clad women. They're older dudes, and they're probably like, I'm old, man,
Is that a national trend, the strip club trend now?
Yeah.
I've not looked at the stats, but I've heard.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, because you're seeing like people celebrate that Zoomers are not interested in strip clubs, that like teenage pregnancies are going down. So you would see all these indications that like Zoomers are more prudish, and this is like a cause for celebration among religious people. But I'm like, it is not. It's actually not prudishness. It's fear of like going outside because pornography usage is still skyrocketing among Zoomers. So it's like this isn't actually like we're recapturing like more traditional sexual values. It's just pornography is basically eliminating every other form of degeneracy because it's so convenient and easy.
There is a national, for a variety of reasons, shutting down of strip clubs.
Wow.
I think the issue is young people.
Well, it's pornography primarily because why bother going to a strip club? You can just do it at home.
And dating apps.
And dating apps.
So, for a lot of these people, they're just swiping on every single woman, and they're like, I would rather do that than stare at some woman who's not going to do anything.
Right.
So, but I went back home to Chicago for the holidays for like a couple years ago, and it was wild to go to a local pub and just see slot machines everywhere. I'm like, man, we're done.
Yeah.
We're
all over like.
Oh, they have that casino now in like River North, like the heart of Chicago. I forgot what it's called, but they have like
Bally's.
Yeah, exactly. It is a Bally's.
Yeah, and they're opening a multi-billion-dollar riverfront casino. Vegas is collapsing.
Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna be it's probably mean to say, but I'm really excited to watch what happens to Vegas. They just built that multi-billion-dollar. How much did the Sphere cost?
Sphere, yeah.
Oh yeah, and the F1 track cost billions. Like
But there's no reason to go there anymore
all these vanity products.
because every state has multiple casinos now. Not every, but many.
A lot too.
Yeah. So why go to Vegas?
It used to be that they would entice people by giving them cheap hotels, cheap food, and the actual money gets spent at the tables.
I think flights used to be cheaper too.
You could get a package, yeah.
But Phil, there was nowhere else to go.
That's true.
Your
too, yeah.
choice in casinos was the every so often Native American reservation, Atlantic City or Vegas.
Right.
So, the first ever Native American casino was Seminole in Florida, which is now the Hard Rock. And it was originally bingo.
Great. It's a fantastic casino, by the way. Fantastic.
Oh, I love it. I'm a big fan. I love playing poker there. Although they allow straddle from any position. It's just ridiculous. I'm not a fan. But anyway, I digress. Now the casinos are popping up everywhere. Virginia's opening some. I think they've already got a Rivers in the Hampton Roads area. Maryland has, what does Maryland have? 5, 6?
Tons.
5 casinos? Maryland's like 5. Yeah.
I can think of at least 3 off the top of my head, so yeah.
You got Horseshoe. You got Maryland Live. You got MGM. You got Hollywood Perryville. And you've got Rocky Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, within, as I mentioned several times, within 2 hours of this location, I believe there's like 12 casinos.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm sorry. Am I pessimistic? This is one of the reasons why. I mean, what does it say for our society?
I wonder if there's a corresponding decline in people going to amusement parks and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So there's a zoo around here, and they were actually trying to sell it a while ago, which is really sad. And they were like, nobody comes.
Yeah. I know water parks are as an industry are just completely dead.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Water parks are gross.
Because
If you and the boys got a Friday night, you got a couple $100 loose cash, you're going to spend it, you want to go to the zoo or you want to go to the casino?
Right.
Now, the casino's got a food court. It's got beer. You don't even got to gamble. And if you get a player's card, you'll get some free bets. So you go there, hang out with your friends, hang out at the bar. I got to admit, at Seatown races, they have a really cool bar. And it's fun to just hang out in or the sports book. They got a big jumbo screen. You're watching sports. You get some wings. You're hanging out. Mm-hmm. You get a player's card. They're going to give you free bets. And you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And you don't even actually have to gamble.
Yeah.
Nobody's got kids.
Yeah.
If you got a Friday off or you got a Saturday off and you're figuring out what you're going to do and you got a kid, you ain't going to the casino. You're going to the zoo.
Yeah. Someone pointed this out to me recently, and it's really pertinent, is when you walk into restaurants now, especially the middle price chains, is you'll see 1 or 2 baby chairs. There used to be a whole stack of them in the corner. You get 1 or 2 now. And then, once that was pointed out to me, you'll notice it everywhere. Everyone watching, next time you go to a Red Robin, just look around, there's 2 baby chairs for the entire restaurant. It's insane.
It's going to be hilarious when we're all in our 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And society is completely catering to us.
Yeah. Well, another one that you'll notice for sure is when you go to the grocery store, they don't have the race car shopping carts anymore. Remember, you used to every Kroger had a race car shopping cart. Those are completely gone. It's just normal shopping carts.
Kellen just put up a post in the
breaking news.
Slack. No, not breaking news. It's about Six Flags. They canceled their Fright Fest in preparation for a park's permanent closure.
Whoa!
Which Six Flags?
Six Flags.
Maryland. Six Flags America.
Wow.
Yep.
Fright Fest is canceled.
No
Thank you,
kidding.
Kellen. Appreciate that.
It's the end, man. There's no kids.
Yeah, it's just it's like the little stuff when you notice it. It's like, oh my gosh, like when's the last time you saw like a race car shopping cart? They're gone, but they used to be everywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking about, what I expect my daughter to do when she grows up, and I was thinking probably leather armor, a sword, scavenging for goods in an American wasteland.
Teach her to shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But there's a lot of babies around here. There's like, in our community, a lot of babies popping up.
That's great.
Babies everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them. Need more babies.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, like at least when women decide to become mothers, the amount of children they're having is still the same. So the goal is just to convince more women to become mothers, or at least make it easier for them. And obviously, men have to be good fathers, or have the propensity to be a good father.
A year ago, or I would say better than a year ago, because my wife was pregnant a year ago. My wife and I would go to, like on the weekend, we'd be like, let's go find a good place to go get food. And we'd go to a nice little restaurant or whatever. And sometimes we'd go play poker together. She's pretty good. They call her the Manslayer. That's her nickname at the poker table. That's not a joke, because she just destroys everybody.
Based.
She's very good at poker. Now we have a kid, and so that's not even a consideration. Now it's like, picnic? Well, we can't bring the baby to the casino. Come on. And, plus she spends a lot of time reading and, teaching our daughter and things like this. And then when we're thinking about what we're doing for the weekend, it's family. And before we had a kid, I mean, this is fairly obvious stuff. I'm not trying to be profound or anything. My point is just that one thing I will say in this regard is that the less a society has children, the more expensive it becomes to have children, because the market doesn't cater.
Yeah.
So it becomes more and more scarce, the things you need for babies, and they become more expensive.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Very good point.
If you have a factory that says we're going to make 100 million diapers this year because of all the babies, then they're like, we have a surplus. Diapers are cheap. Everybody can afford them. But if they go, hey, nobody has babies, so we're only going to make 100,000, those diapers are $10, and then people struggle. So we're in a dark ways.
Yeah, people aren't ready for. People haven't really thought about what it means to have so few human beings in the in Gen Alpha and the Zoomers and stuff. It's going to impact society in ways that people are totally unprepared for.
We're getting an insight with Japan as you're going to get like hyper urbanization. Like for example, in Japan, the population is completely collapsing at this point. It was declining, now it's collapsing. But Tokyo is still growing as a city population wise. So the city of Tokyo is still growing, while every other city and town in Japan, quite literally every single town, is declining. In the United States, you're probably, and the West broadly speaking, you're actually probably going to get a similar mechanism where it's going to be like, the regional powerhouse city is going to be the one growing while the rest of the region completely.
Well, maybe that, to take it back to what Tim was saying at the beginning, maybe that is part of the reason for, let's send in the boys to Chicago. I mean, while Detroit and all these other Midwestern cities are just plummeting, maybe we should actually try to actually have one legitimate city, left in the Midwest. I mean,
it's just the way the market's working. It's happening in Japan. It's happening in South Korea with Seoul as well. Is everyone's just piling into one city.
The idea is, the infrastructure costs will stay the same. The distribution of those costs among the population will go higher because there's less people. We're going to see an increase in buildings collapsing because there's no maintenance. I'm going to throw it back to that PBD versus the 20 retards thing. The reason why I say that is because these people go like, we could give a house to everybody. It's like, you've clearly never owned property. Entropy is a thing to consider when owning property.
Yep.
Pipes burst, walls crumble, houses fall apart. Someone has to maintain it. You can't just give a house to a homeless, but they don't get it. So in these cities, as populations decline, you're going to see buildings start collapsing. People are going to get injured. Squatters are going to get hurt. There will be crime. Trump sends in the troops now, and you will create a foundation of stability for the time being.
In some cases,
or for the near future, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, but even in some cases, the market can preserve the city itself, even with the population declining. I mean, obviously the whole state's population is growing, so it's not the greatest example, but cities like Nashville and Miami are just getting better and better as each year goes on. It's just because people from all across the region are just piling into these cities. And I think that's what the future is going to look like in America.
But that means where they've come from will collapse.
Well, exactly. So that's
New York's cooked.
Well, that's what I'm saying is so that's why you're seeing in Japan and Seoul is the rest of the country basically collapses. Everyone piles into one city. America's, massive, so it'll be a few cities. But yeah, it's going to be who in the next 20 to 30 years who governs their city the best is basically.
And then they're going to ban you from going into the forest Hiking will be a license-only, extremely expensive thing to do.
There's currently a prohibition on going into the forest in Canada.
That's because of the burn, because of the fire season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that kind of policy.
There'll always be a reason.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, it's because of fire. Can't go. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. You, in Canada, you need a hiking permit?
You can't go. No, you're not allowed to go hiking right now. $25,000 fine if you go hiking.
Get out of here. $25,000.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's monopoly money.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.